Hello, you are with me, the voice of ability owner for persons with disability. United Nations statistics estimate that over 600 million people live with disability globally, and over 400 million people live with disability in Africa. 40% of Africa's population are made up of people living with disability. 10 to 15% of school-age children in Africa live with disability. Ghana's population is over 32 million, and 8% are people living with disability. How does this impact on persons with disability in terms of policy formulation, marriage and family life, education, healthcare, employment, and so on? For those of us in the disability community, discrimination and stigmatization is the root cause of almost every challenge we face. However, success only comes to those who know how to overcome their challenges and not those who know how to avoid challenges. So join me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability, as I navigate my way through the riveting stories, the unbelievable experiences, and the life-transforming journeys of persons with disability on the Helping Hand TV show. Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of the Helping Hand TV show, where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. And like I say, you are welcome. Welcome to my world where disability is not inability. Special thanks to DV Unlimited Company Limited and Fire City Chapel, my proud sponsors. Today we have an exciting edition for you. I'm continuing what we started last week. H4P is 12 years old and H4P is going international. We are doing some interviews with people outside Ghana. I hope you enjoyed the interview last week. Well, I'm bringing you a continuation of that interview. I'll go for a break. When I come back from the break, we'll continue with the interview. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, you are with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability, and today I want to introduce you to someone with so much ability. Some people call her the greatest friend, others call her the sweet companion, and others still call her the faithful worker. She is dependable, reliable, and adorable, and she's committed to lending you a helping hand anytime, anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DV Cleaners.
DV Cleaners Alata Samana Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Aloe Vera Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Body Lotions, DV Cleaners Hair Shampoos, DV Cleaners Hair Conditioners, DV Cleaners Liquid Detergents, DV Cleaners Hand Wash, DV Cleaners Floor Cleaners, DV Cleaners Toilet Cleaners, DV Cleaners Cake Soaps, and now introducing DV Cleaners Hand Sanitizers. For bulk purchase, call us on +233 278 308 246 or +233 244 467 326. DV Cleaners, one of the top most made in Ghana products. DV Cleaners, proudly Ghanaian.
And so remember that anytime you purchase any of the DV Cleaners range of products, you are lending a helping hand to a person with disability, and you are supporting H4P Organization's special advocacy for persons with disability. DV Cleaners,
Nature's finest touch.
Welcome back.
Previously on the Helping Hand TV show.
Paul, I know you were not born blind, right?
Some guys were fighting. I was boxed my eyes when I tried to go and intervene. I saw all the colors in the world. Blue, yellow, pink, etc. I fainted.
Wow.
I was taken to a nearby hospital. Unfortunately, I was given wrong medication. And from that day, the Kenya Power and Lighting Company declared me power off completely, and darkness became my friend till to date. So I never tell people I'm proud to be blind since my power was switched off.
Paul, let me get the story well. First of all, I like how you put the story. So some people were fighting, two people were fighting, and you went to separate them.
Yes, I want to make peace. I was the diplomat there. I was the Kofi Annan of that time. Unfortunately, my power was switched off.
How long did it take you to accept the condition and to move on?
The goodness is that thing that I wanted to be much more than being blind kept me moving and seeking to accept it much faster. And also, I really wanted to show the friends who left me that I can make it without them.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. This is the special edition, and I have a very, very special friend of mine, Paul Mugambi. He's also known as Impofu number 1. Paul, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
This is the part of the segment where I want you to talk about the awards you have won. We want to let people see that of a truth, disability is not inability. You've done so much, you have achieved so much. Walk us through some of the awards you have received.
At the university, I was the best special needs education, the first one. Then I became the first blind humanitarian worker, awarded by CBM International. Another one was Lifetime Achievement Award winner by ADRA.
Okay.
And another one is Malaika Awards, whereby I was recognized for being the activist of the year and also my music. Then I got the Lifetime Achievement, it's called Excellence of Making Inclusion Happen. That is a Chief Minister Award in Australia.
Okay.
Then after that, in Kenya, when I came back, I was awarded the Social Media Award Male Disability Influencer of the Year 2021.
Wow.
And I think 2022, I was also awarded the Versatility Award. That is, they call it Impact Award, which is done by the USA. Then this year, I was awarded the Disability Champion by the National Diversity Inclusion Awards in Kenya.
Wow.
Yeah.
You left out the fact that you are the first and only blind cricket player in East Africa.
Oh, I had forgotten. Yes, I'm the first blind cricket player in East and Central Africa. I'm proud of that. I learned that one in Australia. And I've not yet found anyone playing, but I'm hoping soon I'll join maybe Pakistan or India team to play for them.
Wow.
I was the best batsman.
Oh, I see.
I used to play for one of the states there, which is Australia Capital Territory, and I used to enjoy the game.
But Paul, it's fascinating. You are visually impaired. You are blind. How do you play cricket?
Okay, that's a good question. It's just just cricket which is played by other persons who are not blind.
Okay.
But what happened is that we have these balls which have some sound inside.
Okay.
And then you have the bats. So yours is just to aim and kick the ball to the other side and then ensure that you kick it very well with a style, and then you get there.
Wow. Congratulations. You are phenomenal. The kind of things you do, it's amazing. Let's do some advocacy from here.
And I also run a YouTube channel called Disability Sausage Media.
Great. I had in mind to ask you that since you brought it up, let's talk about that. Why sausage? Why sausage? Why disability sausage and not?
Oh my!
Why not disability bread? Why not disability orange? Why not disability mango, but sausage?
And I won't reveal the cat today, but I'll just give a hint. Just that I didn't want to call my show or the normal where we normally say disability, ability. I just wanted to create curiosity people to think more beyond in terms of what they are used to.
Okay.
So it's something which to create curiosity, to make people to think beyond normal things, and so that because most of the programs I bring things which are not spoken more.
Okay.
And I really try to go and dig that deep some stories or come up with issues which people are refusing to speak in the disability sector generally.
Okay. That's interesting. I still wonder a bit why sausage and not mango or orange or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let me find out from you. In Ghana here, we've had issues about persons with disability falling in love, wanting to get married, and their families opposing it because they don't want a person with disability to come into their family. How is the situation like in Kenya?
All African countries are almost the same. We share similar calamities. I've even, in some of my songs, I've sung those experiences of persons with disabilities. The way some people deny persons with disabilities love, and also some of them don't give them a chance. With continuous advocacy and pushing, and also realizing that falling in love, everyone falls in love, even with and without disabilities, and people have different way of looking at things. Yeah.
So, in your opinion, what would you suggest? A person with disability getting married to another person with disability, or a person with disability marrying somebody who doesn't have a visible disability? In your opinion?
That's a big debate. What I normally tell people that let love determine. Because always I look at it in this way that there are both advantages and disadvantages for either side.
Okay.
So let love win.
You do poetry recitals. You are a musician.
Yes.
How do you make time to combine your advocacy with your public policy advisory things you do with the poetry and the music? How do you make time to do all these things?
Some things are in the blood, so you cannot avoid them. And it's like, I think it's once you are, I call it's like a religion sort of.
Okay.
Because sometimes you can run away from it, but I find myself back again. So sometimes you might find things are very difficult, things are not working, but you easily find yourself that, oh yes, I'm a public policy. Yes, I can talk issues of policies in music. Oh yes, let me do it. I can blog them in my website. Oh yes, I do it. So it's the same thing, but I do it in different ways.
Okay. Let's talk to the youth with disability all across Africa. What do you think are some of the major challenges facing the youth with disability in Africa?
Number one, they are not risk takers currently.
Okay.
They fear. Number two is that they have opportunities they're not using, which we didn't have during our time.
How do you mean?
I mean that currently there are a lot of openings of opportunities, but they are not able to push them for themselves to get inside there. Because when you find that currently most of the countries, they are investing a lot in terms of the youth.
Yeah.
They are saying people who are under 35, under 30, they have these programs. But during our time, we didn't have such opportunities. It was even hard for us to even attend a meeting. We were being chased away during our time. So for now, I see the youth with disabilities are not yet really taking advantage of that. I think in terms of advocacy, they are not yet engaged strongly, maybe because of lack of mentors and coaches.
Okay.
But they really need to look for us so that we can work together.
So how do we create this kind of mentorship that would help strengthen strengthen the youth with disability in Africa, because the youth are the future leaders, and so if we don't have that system for mentorship for them, then we are putting the future in jeopardy. How do we go around that?
It's developing programs which can be able to reach to them, and also make these programs to become more youth-friendly.
Okay.
Organizing, let's say, some forums, getting mentors to go back to their high school, and also a program like this one, which can be able to reach out to many people. And also, while in schools, you can create a pool of leaders who can work with particular leaders within maybe the disability sector, or even being hooked up with other leaders within other spheres, whether it is economic, who can work under them so that we cannot lose that future leaders.
When we're talking at the beginning, you made a comment that has been on my mind since. You said you didn't want to be a teacher. You didn't want to be limited. You didn't want to be stereotyped. So I'm looking at career guidance for the youth. In Kenya, do you have anything like that? Are there programs that open up the youth to various opportunities when it comes to career?
It's currently when they're being developed, they're coming up, but it's not so strong the way they're supposed to be.
Okay.
And secondly, I believe that the education system is changing a lot. So there's a lot which we are looking forward to see if career guidance will become a major subject or become a major issue while students are still at high school level, or even to start at the down level to see the potentials of these children and make them achieve what they really want in life. Because that's been a big challenge, because most people, sometimes they learn because of their parents' reasons, or they're learning because the system is just set out like that.
I'll go for a break. When I come back, I'll ask my guest what he sees the future to be like for the disabled youth. So we'll go for a break. When we come back, I'll find out from Mpofu number 1. Let's go for a break. It's a Helping Hand TV show. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Success is a product of hard and wise work. Here's 60-second success with the Bishop. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to 60-second success with the Bishop. Today I want to talk to you on the benefit of failure. Yes, you heard right. The benefit of failure. The question is this: what has failure got to do with success? Success is hidden in failures. The one who dares to fail greatly can rise up and achieve greatly. Your failures teach you great lessons on success. The benefit of failure, my friend, is that it teaches you what not to do so that you won't fail again. The benefit of failure is that it reveals to you the value of success. The benefit of failure is that it creates in you the attitude needed in order not to take success for granted. Successful people know that there's a thin line between success and failure. Successful people know that oftentimes failure is the elder brother of success.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. In Mpofu number 1 is my guest, Paul Mugambi, all the way from Kenya, and he's helping us. He's enlightening us. He's sharing his life with us. Paul, thank you so much for your time with us.
Thank you.
A very important thing we need to look at as advocates. You are a policy advisor. The future for disabled youth in Africa. What are your thoughts? How do you see it?
I see the youth with disabilities, if they can invest in technology, if the youth with disabilities in Africa can be able to grab the opportunities, if they can be able to push for the agenda of disability inclusion, climate change, and also participate in defending other minority groups. It will be a great opportunity for them to widen their scope and also impact their lives positively. And also that level of networking with different youths within Africa, so that people can get different experiences and also gain knowledge from what is being done in a different country, if they're in Mauritania, if they're in Tunisia or Nigeria, or even in Cameroon or Ghana and around Rwanda. They can really exchange ideas.
One of the things that I worry about is that the work you and I do, advocacy job and all that, we advocate, but at the end of the day, it's the policy makers who would actually make the policies and take the decisions. What do you see with the disabled youth? Their interest in getting into politics, getting into the decision-making positions. Do you think the youth now are very much interested in those things?
I believe that since the space has started to open up, there are opportunities. And giving an example, with Kenya, we currently have a young blind lady who is a senator.
Okay.
That's one of the, of the small opportunities. Although I can tell you for free, politics is not a walk in the park.
Exactly.
It's not a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Because having also contributed to some of the policies which are being developed by different political parties in Kenya, I can tell you politicians don't appreciate talent. And they just want to use people.
Yeah.
And one of the, secondly, that if you are not economically empowered, just forget about politics. If you're not economically empowered, forget about politics. In case you are seeing that you are able to make it without economics, that's a luck. It's just being lucky. But if you're not economically empowered, forget about politics.
So, Paul, that's where my issue is. How do we then get, especially disabled youth, to move into the policy making positions? Because if we need
one of the things is
that,
I think that if the youth can attach themselves with the entering into the political system, political party systems, if they can be able to get mentors in the political circles, if they can empower themselves economically, those are the 3 tips I can offer them. Because most of the political parties are the ones which determine some of the things which are happening in politics.
Exactly.
So in case you're not there within the political parties, forget.
So here we are, the academic system, the curriculum in the schools. Do they actually encourage the youth, especially disabled youth, to venture into these kind of political positions like student leadership? You were a student leader. Are those opportunities easily accessible so that they could push the disabled youth into leadership and politics?
I think the youth or the youth with disabilities should push for themselves. Otherwise, I normally tell people that nothing will come in a silver platter. You have to create space where there is no space. Because at the end of the day, these politicians and the policymakers will not call you. You have to push for it. Even myself, when we are starting these advocacy, I had to push myself inside the systems. So that I can get to be known and also recognized further, even if it was like sort of a militant way of doing things. But at the end of the day, we achieved what we achieved.
But you...
And secondly, is that people should realize that as youth or persons with abilities, you can do your best, but it's little which could be recognized easily. And you can easily remain marginalized if you don't speak out.
So in speaking out, you will definitely make enemies, right?
Yeah, that's an obvious thing.
how do you deal with that? Because the more enemies you make, the more opposition comes against you, the more obstacles are raised against you. How do you deal with that?
You see, at the end of the day, is that it's you and your God, your conscience. What does your conscience say in terms of stance? How on a particular issue? What is your stand? How do you really express it? How do you really market that idea? Are you making sense? Sometimes I normally say that there are some things which people might see today, they are not okay. But since you've spoken about them, but 5 years or 2 years, they start to say, oh, this person was very right. So at the end of the day, it's you and your God. Do your best.
Yeah. With the opportunities that are available, if somebody is closing the door on disabled people, are there policies that work? In Ghana here, we have policies, but they are in the books. They don't really bite. You can't take somebody to court because the person discriminated against you. You're just going to waste your time in court and all that. I don't know the situation in Kenya, but are there policies that really work? Not that they are just in the books, but they actually work. Are there policies like that?
You see, why I went to study for public policy in Australia, it is the same reason that I went to try to understand why are policies not being implemented? Why are we not ensuring that persons with abilities enjoy their rights? So at the end of the day, my solution was that no commitments which are being made. There's a lot of bureaucracy. So I can tell you for free, or in Kenya, we have the best policies in the world, but poor at implementation. Government has made a lot of commitments. The UNCRPD, Sustainable Development Goals, Global Disability Summit commitments. All of these, they're just on paper. Implementation is haphazard.
Let me go for a break, Paul. Come back. We'll talk about the disabled youth especially, but we'll talk about entrepreneurship, whether there are opportunities out there for disabled people and entrepreneurship. We'll go for a break. We'll be right back with my guest, Paul Mugambi. It's a Helping Hand TV show. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Is the music segment on the Helping Hand TV show.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the H4P organization is 12 years old. Hooray! And H4P, as part of the 12th anniversary, has launched the Chill Awards. The Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards is the Chill Awards.
The Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards is an award scheme instituted by the H4P organization to honor and acknowledge people who contribute significantly towards national development and especially the development of the disability community.
Is the Chill Awards. Eligibility to winning the Chill Awards, it's in the following categories. 1. The individual, group or organization who has contributed to the sports and the entertainment landscape in the disability community. 2. In the area of education. And 3. In entrepreneurship. Is the Chill Awards, the Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, and the call to application will soon be made available on the H4P Organization's website, h4porganization.org, Chill Awards website, chillawards.com, Helping Hand website, helpinghandshow.com, and on our social media platforms. Or call +233 209 555 777 or +233 596 313 338 or +233 277 552 208 is the Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, the Chill Awards.
Chill Awards. Chill Awards.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. This has been an exciting discussion with Mpofu number 1. Of course, he's actually the number 1, my friend Paul Mugambi. Thank you so much for your time, Paul.
Welcome.
Paul, one of the issues that we need to work hard at, if we really are going to bring dignity to disability, it has to do with economic power. It has to do with finance. With the Kenyan situation especially, are there many persons with disability that are economically empowered, that are into entrepreneurship and all that? Are there opportunities for them?
There are a lot of opportunities, and I believe it's a question of linkages and also getting to dial the right buttons at the right time.
Okay. Getting connected to the right person?
Yes.
So what suggestions would you give? Maybe there's somebody watching us, the person wants to get into business, the person wants to do something, especially a disabled youth. What suggestions would you give?
I think the youth with disabilities, I'll just tell them that rise up, don't give up, take the risk, and get work done.
Is it as easy as sausage?
Wow. Obviously, things have really improved. It's not that the way we had our own experiences or bad experiences during our time. Somehow things have eased a bit. So, but the issue is that come out and don't fear, be yourself, don't give up, and you'll get there.
Let's talk about your YouTube channel. What is it? How can people follow you on YouTube? And what do you do on that channel?
Disability Sausage Media YouTube channel. It's a platform where we reduce ableism in order to include everyone in society. And I tell people to make their life to be simple, just like eating a sausage. In this platform, I normally try to pass information or educate the public about aspect of public policy, aspect of latest technology a bit there, issues around climate change, and also getting to the rural places where persons with abilities do not get the opportunities to hear their stories, to hear the untold stories of maybe the elderly persons with disabilities, especially those who have been marginalized, and also to create opportunities for people to know about the rights, about the policies which are being discussed, about the welfare of humanitarian workers, such things. So it's a mixture of beehive activity. And also I try to ensure that I also exchange cultural practices which happen within East and Central Africa, and also sometimes getting ideas of what is happening in other places.
Hopefully the mindset of society will change, and we can move the fight a bit forward so that we have some gains. In Ghana here, we have situations where if a family or a woman gives birth and the child has a disability, the father would run away and leave the family. I don't know the situation in Kenya, but if you have any of such situations, or there's somebody watching us that the man has run away because of a child born with disability, what advice would you give to the woman? What encouragement would you give to the person watching us now?
I can remind you, in one of my latest songs, there is a part where I normally tell people about the experiences of women with disabilities, where I tell them, men marry women with disabilities in the evening and divorce them in the morning. Simply because you find that there are a lot of women with disabilities who don't have men. So what I can tell them is that they should not give up, especially for their children. I've heard a lot of stories whereby even men with disabilities, their women take away their crutches or even their mobility aids, punish them. So yeah, it happens. So those are the things.
I see.
It's not just women with disabilities who face some, maybe men running away. Even men with disabilities have their own experiences.
Exactly. So we are getting ready to wrap up. You do so many things. Let's speak a bit to the issue of progress. I'm looking at Mpofu number 1. In the next 10 years, where do you see yourself?
In the 10 years, I think I'll be the one being the UN advisor on disability issues.
Wow.
No one else will occupy that space. It will be mine.
Wow.
Please don't compete with me.
I would not compete with you. I will support you all the way.
Thank you.
So, and the Helping Hand TV show, what we do, there's a segment, the last segment, we call it the freestyle segment. Freestyle is where I allow my guests to sing, to recite a poem, to do anything. It's a freestyle segment. You are a musician. What are you going to do for me, freestyle?
Oh my. Okay. Okay. I didn't expect that one. Wow. Nilizaliwa kitambo, sio kaleta majigambo. Ulemavu ni moja yangu ya zangu urembo. Ukitaka muulize yule wa kampo, kwa kule ng'ambo, wanaita disability yani kwa lugha ya kimombo. Kweli dunia ina mambo, wanajua hesabu ya wanyamapori, kina simba na ndovu lakini wana kopi ya walemavu. Ewe kazana, pambana, jitetee mlemavu. Uwe kama kina Teso Boy kama yeah. Never ever give up. Never ever give up. If I made it, pia wewe utatoboa. If I made it, pia wewe utatoboa. Yeah, this is Paul Mugambi, aka Mpofu number 1, enjoying the show.
Yeah. That's amazing. I needed to do something for me. The show is called Helping Hand TV show. So do some adverts for Helping Hand TV show. Let me see.
My name is Paul Mugambi. If you may like, call me Mpofu number 1. I'm right here enjoying Helping Hand TV show, where we educate you and we bring issues of personal disabilities to the society and ensure that we share the abilities of persons with disabilities. Enjoy.
Wow. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you so much. It's been exciting talking to you. I've really enjoyed every bit of it. Thank you for sharing your time with us. I'm sure we'll be calling up on you again very soon to share some more things with us on the Helping Hand TV show. Thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you very much. We'll come and enjoy the fufu there.
Yes. Definitely. Thank you so much. It has been Paul Mugambi, also known as Mpofu Number One. He's been my special guest for today. Special thanks to DV Unlimited Company Limited and Fasty Chapel, my proud sponsors. And special thanks to you for tuning in to the Helping Hand TV show. Special thanks also goes to those who contribute to the Helping Hand TV show through our mobile money system. God richly bless you. I'm going to come your way again, same time next week. Until then, remember that disability is not inability. Take good care of yourselves and God richly bless you. Disability indeed is not inability. Thank you so much.